Hi there. Today we're going to do a short class on the spine and the posture. The spine is the foundation of physical yoga, which is called asana. And the spine is actually an extension of the brain. It's like the brain going down your back. All kinds of nerves come out of it and head off to the rest of the body. So when you have good posture, all of those nerves can function well, and as well, all of the organs of the torso can function well too. Think about it. If you are slouching, all of these organs down here are squished together. If you have good posture, oh, now they have space to do their job. Same with the lungs. If you're slouching, you're not breathing very deeply into the lungs. But if you pull the body up into good posture, you can feel that you can breathe into the whole of the rib cage and you're getting more oxygen and just a much more positive feeling. So let's do a short class on posture. First thing you want to do is sit comfortably in the chair. Make sure it's a sturdy chair, no arms. And then just start to lengthen your inhalations and exhalations just a little bit. Just make them a bit longer. And notice how you can feel the torso sort of bobbing up and down very gently. So the next time you inhale, let the lower back move a tiny bit forward and you'll feel an upward movement. And then exhale, soften the lower body into the chair. So you inhale, lower back moves a fraction forward, and then you'll feel that upward motion. And as you exhale, soften the lower body into the chair, but try to keep some of that lift. So you get a feeling of two steps forward and one step back. So on the inhale, you are rising up. And on the exhale, you are softening down into the chair, but some of that lift remains. And by now, you may feel like you are sitting up with better posture than you were 2 minutes ago when you started. So we're going to change the breath work a little bit now. So you'll still take a lovely long inhalation, but as you exhale, just engage the abdominal muscles, just that feeling of, oh, I have abdominal muscles, nothing big. So you're taking a lovely long inhale. And then as you exhale, you're just feeling that you have ab muscles, just a slight engagement. And what you'll find is that sort of solidifying your posture. Because when you engage the abdominals on that exhale, kind of firms you up into good posture. Some people think of it as exhaling, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, but that can be a bit much. You can do that if it feels comfortable, but otherwise just use that exhale to slightly engage the abdominal muscles. And then you can take a lovely, nice full inhalation. And as you exhale, let the arms come alongside the body with the wrists in line with the hips. And go back to nice long inhales and exhales, feeling again how the torso will rise and fall. And then the next time that you inhale, torso rises, gently float the shoulders up. Exhales, gently roll the shoulders back. Eventually, they'll come down. So your inhale, feel the body rise. Softly float the shoulders up. Exhale, begin to gently roll them back. Eventually, they come down at the bottom of the exhale. And see if you can not only coordinate the breath and movement, but also feel like the breath is doing the work for you. So the rising and falling of the shoulders becomes as effortless as water moving, but the breath is nice and full and initiates the movement. The muscles stay soft and therefore more flexible. So the next time that you exhale, feel how the shoulder blades are engaged in the movement as the shoulders roll back. And then the next time you exhale, tuck the shoulder blades into the center of the back. Your chest will be lifted. Turn the palms to face forward. And then bend your elbows and place the back of the hands onto the thighs. And now you should be able to feel even more posture, possibly even that you feel like you're in a bit of a back bend. So we'll move into bridge pose, a modified chair version. So taking the back of the hands behind you. So that might be just a little bit behind the hips, or you may find you want to go right over to the lower back. You may find that you want to go a little higher, a little lower. Find the spot that feels best for you. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, soften the lower body into the chair. As you inhale and broaden and lift the chest, a little bit of back bend happens. Exhale, gently soften the lower body into the chair. And as you continue to breathe, you may find that on that inhale, chest lifts and broadens. Maybe the elbows pull back a bit. Exhale, softly melting into the chair. And just keep moving in and out of the pose with that long, easy breath. Controlled back bend, counteracting any bad posture that you've had. Letting those muscles feel what good posture is. And then the next time that you exhale, soften the body, let the hands slide down and come back gently alongside the body. And then we'll move into the next pose, Shalabhasana, locust pose, modified for the chair. So you have the option of just keeping the legs at hip width apart or bringing the legs together if you want to work the legs. So then you would bring the knees and the inner edges of the feet together. So as if you had one big leg. And then just so that nothing's gripping, if you choose to do that, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, soften the legs, but keep them together. So you may have to do one more of those breaths, just preventing the legs from gripping. If you have the legs at hip width apart, that's great too. Once again, take an inhale, body lifts, float the shoulders up, exhale, roll them back. One more time. And as you exhale, tuck the shoulder blades into the back, chest will be lifted, and then rotate the palms forward, and then rotate the wrists so the palms face back. So the palms are facing the wall behind you. If your legs are getting tired, you can release them. And then inhale, press the palms back, lift the chest and chin a little. Exhale very slowly. Find your way back like a feather floating down. So your inhales, press the palms behind you, chest and chin will lift a little. Exhale like a feather, very slowly, gently coming back down. And as you keep moving in and out of the pose, with very long, spacious, gentle breath, slow is best, gentle as water. Once again, you've got a nice controlled back bend. The longer and softer you can make the breath, the more relaxed the muscles will be, and therefore the more flexibility you will get. And you can see that we're giving lots of space to the organs within the torso, because on that inhalation, as you press the hands back and the chest lifts, the whole front of the body gets to open out. You will feel the abdominals work as well. It's a great pose. So the next time that you exhale and you find yourself gently floating back down, just stay there and pause. If the legs are still together, take an inhale, and as you exhale, release the legs away from each other and just take a moment to relax. So we've done a fair few things for the posture. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more upwards, and there's a positivity that comes with that as well. We'll finish off with just a little bit more for the spine, a little bit of gentle twisting. So you've got your legs at hip width apart. You're just going to take both hands onto one leg, and we're going to go back to that gentle inhale. Feel the torso rise, and exhale, move a little fraction towards the leg you're facing. So again, inhale, torso lift. Exhale, just move a little bit more so that you're facing that leg. It's a very, again, subtle, tiny movement. And then you can let that outer arm fall alongside, or if you want a deeper twist, you can put the hand behind you on the chair or over the back of the chair, whatever feels good for you. And then take that nice full inhale, torso will rise. And as you exhale, see what the body does with it. It might twist, or it might just feel like a little bit of space in the pose. Every inhale, things rise a bit. Every exhale, watch what the body decides to do. And just let yourself breathe. And if some twist comes, that's great. Or if you just feel like you're getting more comfortable in the pose with each exhalation, that's perfect. And you can feel the muscles of the back engage. You're giving the spine some twist to it, stimulating circulation, lymphatic fluid flowing, muscles getting to move in a way that they don't often move. And then on your next exhalation, very gently let the body melt. Just let it melt, melt, melt. You'll find yourself very slowly coming out of the twist, back to center. Take a nice deep inhalation when you get there, and when you exhale, let the chin fall towards the chest very gently. And then with each exhalation, let yourself relax. So maybe the head hangs a little more. Maybe on the exhalation, the back rounds. Just let the exhalation create a lovely release. And what we're doing is with the breath, doing a very gentle type of forward bend, counterposing the twist. And to come out of the pose, you've got to visualize the spine and all its vertebrae like beads on a string. And from the very base of the spine, imagine stacking one vertebra on another very gently. Stack the next, one vertebra at a time, stacking them to bring yourself gently up. When you reach the upper back and neck, don't make any muscular effort. Just see in your mind's eye vertebrae stacking. Have that intention of letting the body slowly move up in its own time, so that eventually you find that the vertebrae of the neck are stacked and you come back up to center. And then we'll do the other side of the body with the twist. So you just take both hands over to that other leg and go back to the long breath. Nice inhale, body rises up. Exhale, just a fraction of an inch, orient yourself more towards that leg. Couple of breaths doing that, so that you can feel that you're already on a slight twist. And then you'll let the outer arm fall beside you, or for a deeper twist, if that feels like you want to do that, put the hand behind you on the chair or over the back of the chair. And then inhale, let the torso lift. And as you exhale, see what the body does. Maybe twist, maybe just a feeling of relaxing into the pose. Just like before, nice long inhales, body will lift a little. Exhale, let the body choose what it wants to do. And using the breath slowly, luxuriously, you can feel things stretching out in a very relaxed way. And that's the beauty of using the breath in yoga, keeping everything relaxed and as gentle as the breath. Muscles stay relaxed and get more flexibility. And then the next time that you exhale, very slowly let the body start to melt, melt, melt. And you'll notice it starts to come back to center all on its own time. And one more time for a counter pose. Just take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, gently let the chin fall towards the chest. And then with each breath, use the exhalation part to allow the head to hang a little more, maybe allow the back to round, getting some extension to the spine. Maybe use an exhalation to release the hinges of the jaw, let the lower jaw relax, release. Maybe use an exhalation to soften the shoulders, soften the sides of the neck. And then once again, to come up, visualize the spine. Start with the very bottom vertebrae. Imagine one stacking on top of the lowest, and keep stacking very slowly and carefully in the mind's eye. Again, when you get to the upper part of the back, don't make muscular effort. Same with the neck and head. Just picture stacking vertebrae. Have that intention of coming back up to center, and you will slowly and easily and gradually. So take a nice deep inhalation when you make it all the way back up, and enjoy the luxury of the exhalation. And just take a few more nice full breaths, fill the rib cage. Let the chest expand upward and outward on that inhale. On that exhale, feel the body settling into perfect posture. And if you can, set the timer on your watch or phone to go off once an hour, once every 10 minutes, whatever, to just practice breathing and using posture to get the body back into an optimal seated pose. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.